This is a daily affair. Commuters rushing into buses and trains, trying to escape the peak hour crowd and get a head start in finding seats for their ride home. Crazy crowds and uncomfortable rides aside, many are still paying their fares.
Private transport is too expensive, local is cheaper. So even though it's crowded, it's still cheaper. We still and the best mean of transport also.
Basically, every day I commute to office using MRT. It's pretty convenient and pretty fast. So yeah, I prefer public transport. Yeah.
So it's not surprising to see Singaporeans flocking to take the public transport on a daily basis, even if it means squeezing with others during the peak hour. To get a taste on what the rush hour madness is like, Razor TV paid the fares to experience first-hand live on Bus 106. Well, it looks like everyone is leaving for home now, so let's take a look into what life is like on board the bus during the rush hour. Okay, well, these kind of situations happen during the morning and evening rush hour. In the morning, it's about 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. and in the evening, it's about 5:30 to 8:30, and a lot of people are going home at the same time. That's why the buses are packed. As passengers stand almost shoulder to shoulder on board the bus, it could get a bit uncomfortable for some.
Too many people.
So what kind of problems do they have?
Too squeezy, and sometimes people push each other and stuff. And it's very crowded lah, especially during peak hours.
Buses like this can fit up to 70 passengers at any one time, but during peak hours, the vehicle easily reaches its limits. So when the bus gets a bit squeezy and there's a lot of people getting on the bus, the service leaders will look back and see whether any more people can be pushed further to the back. Otherwise, the service leaders will actually not let people get on the bus when it exceeds its capacity. With more people driving their personal cars on the roads, it is inevitable that your journey time will take longer. So buses are taking a longer time to reach its destination because it has to compete with other vehicles on the road because everybody is going home at the same time. For those who experience such conditions daily, it has become a norm for them.
But it's way of life. Just getting used to it, but sometimes it's frustrating.
It's not what our choice, do we? Because I think that's one of the government moves to encourage public transport. So that's how it is.
The government's goal to have public transport take a 70% share in the trips made during the morning peak hour may have hit a hump. But this is an ongoing drive and it will take time. There is no lack in efforts to encourage more public transport commuters. Operators are deploying service ambassadors to facilitate train conditions and more train trips are being made each week. For the time being, Singaporeans will just have to put up with the conditions like this for a while more. Let's just say one trip at a time until things get better.